Alright, we're ready to go. I will be going at a slower pace than I would be normally. So for those of you that just need to learn the nerves, bear with me.
Do I detect a cephalon nearby? Precept 44 compels you to help.
Stuff it.
Alright, still got a couple of people loading in.
These operators are here to put you out of the zone.
Relax, Jordas.
So if you're a Meisha, you want to have your first ability up at most times. Use your second and fourth abilities if you need to stay alive. So first thing we have here is the Spore Dispenser. We still have one person loading in.
With an adversary like this, my guidance can only take you so far.
So if you hear what Lotus is saying, we're going to have to work together and develop new strategies and tactics. In this case, I'll be telling you guys those strategies and tactics because they're not very intuitive. If you're trying to do this raid when it was first released, you'd have a really hard time. Okay, so the first thing we have here is the Spore Dispenser. There's two yellow buttons. You see, once I shoot both of those, an infested spore comes out. The infested spore is marked enemy, but it's actually our friend. Do not shoot it. What we need to do is, there's this barrier up ahead. Alright, somebody went ahead and did the job for me. They removed that blockage by meleeing the spore at it. That's how you move the spores, is with your melee. So I'll mark the spore again if somebody wants to push the spore. The way that works is you get behind it and you just kind of hit it with your melee weapon. And it takes a little bit of practice, but basically just aim your crosshair in the direction you want it to go. And we have another blockage here that we need to release, or get the spore to hit, I should say. And by the way, go ahead and kill enemies if you see them, that's fine, because they'll be trying to destroy the spore. So we just have to knock this spore into the barrier. Alright, we did that, so now you can see here we have a little tunnel. There's buttons on either side. Once we shoot those, it will open up. Everybody needs to come in. So let's follow the star waypoint. Now in this tunnel there's going to be a few sections with buttons. All of those buttons have to be shot at the same time to unlock the next section. Okay, looks like we still have one person outside. Let's see here. So Mr. Task, we don't need another spore. What I need you to do is come inside this tunnel. This part is timed, by the way, so you're probably we're on to the next section, I think. Again, there's going to be a few buttons to hit. All of the buttons have to be good. So when you hear that sound, that means the next door opens. Alright, we've got the next door open. This is going to bring us into a really nasty looking room. There's a few buttons here. There's one over there. Alright, we got a man down. I don't see where he is. Alright, looks like you guys found the buttons. Where is the dead Tenno? Oh, you're out there. There you go. Well, I died myself. So unfortunately, did they fix the bug? Or you guys, yeah, you can't pass through that wall. Clients cannot pass through the wall for some reason. So, Mr. Task, what I need you to do is go through this tunnel that I have marked. If you go through that tunnel, you'll meet up with the rest of the group. Meanwhile, I'll get another spore. There's another infested blockage in that room that we need to clear. For some reason, only the host can get past that wall. I think it's a bug. Alright, the spore got blown up. I'll have to go get another one. That's interesting. The spore disappeared again. Hope we're not running into a bug here. Alright, sorry about a few failed spores here. If you'll follow the star waypoint, we can get past this part. You should see what looks like some kind of infested blender. It's a lot scarier than it looks. And there's an exit right here. This part can be a little confusing. It looks like everybody got through, so the next thing we need to do is, again, get a spore. So if somebody else wants to push it, feel free. Or I'll just go ahead and push it, either way. There's going to be one blockage, and then there's going to be, well, you'll see when we get to the next blockage. There's some green barriers that we can pass through, but the spore can't. So go ahead and push that spore through. Good job. Alright, so you see now there's a green barrier. We can pass through it, but the spore can't. There's two buttons on the other side of it, so what we need to do is shoot those two buttons, and the door will open. But only for a few seconds, so what you need to do is, when I get the spore close enough, go ahead and open the door again, so if you guys could open the door. Alright, we got it past the first one, now there's two more. I'm ready for the second door. Alright, just one more door. Alright, we got the spore through. And we blow up this blockage and go ahead, and we'll finally be inside the ship and done with Arcwing for a while. Oh wait, somebody's dead. We need to revive him, guys. There's a bug where if somebody's dead outside the ship, then we can't transition. Somebody said they're bugged. Let's see where you are. You may not have gone through the right way. Everybody else, you can head towards the extract. Let's see, where are you? Okay, I think you're in the right place. Okay, it looks like you found the right way. Just keep going down that tunnel and you'll find everybody else. So we can't go to the next part until everybody is at the extract. So, sorry I went back to help that guy. Alright, we're inside the ship now. Drop a few energy pads for everybody. Oh, if you have to reboot,
Something in the air is corroding your warframe. Limit your exposure.
oh well, yeah, if you're in an emote, you can't move. Yeah, that's not a
This
bug.
device appears to neutralize corrosive
Alright, so for this
elements.
part,
Is this how the ship's crew hoped to open fire to the station?
alright, so you guys see, well, it just disappeared, but it was like a little blue battery. Those are the anti-serum batteries that we'll need.
Now we have become
Unfortunately, you have to have the anti-serum injector to use it. Alright guys, so we have probably a rare right here, so what we need to do is kill some infested and get those batteries. Trinity, probably you don't want to use your first ability. I think you're using Well of Life there. So, if everybody could come over here to this vaporizer that I have marked. Yeah, there's a rare over here, but we have to fill this vaporizer. And the way you do that is by collecting charges. Alright, we need one more charge in it. You just walk up to it. Yeah, you just walk up to it and use it. Does anybody else have a charge? If not, we have to kill some more infested. Where are the infested? There's some over here. We're not getting enough enemy spawns here, unfortunately. Oh, did we manage to fill this one? No, we need one more. I'll run ahead to try to get a couple of charges. We're just taking a brief moment to collect these rare containers. They'll give us field drawn, possibly a mantis part, and also either a credit or affinity booster. So I've got 2 charges.
Your path is blocked by infested overgrowth.
So ignore the green extract on the map. That's for if you don't have enough people with injectors.
I've marked your map with an exit point. Head there when you are ready.
Right. Alright, looks like you guys... Wait, did we get the first rare? Oh, my bad, I was running the wrong way. Alright, yeah, sorry, it's over here, guys. I need one more person with a charge in their anti-serum. Takes 3 to expose this bait, to fully charge the bait. There's enemies up ahead, Mr. Task. Does anybody else have any charges? I just need 1 over here at Star Waypoint. You can only carry 2. So go ahead and put 1 in, and I'll put the other 2 in. Alright, so now you see there's this kind of little nerve thing here. Well, it should be vulnerable, yes. So it exploded, we can go down here. I thought I heard a rare, I guess there wasn't one there. But anyway, remember that mechanic for later, because that's how we'll be destroying the golem's nerves, is by exposing them to a vaporizer. For the second rare location, there's a little tunnel right here, and then there's another tunnel that goes up. So you should be up here. There's an Iatan star up here as well. So those are two rare locations to keep in mind. They're easy to check, and if you need field run or you need the Mantis card, an easy way to get them. Alright, so let's continue on. So we need to go north now. Alright, so we need to fill up this vaporizer here. And once we do that, we can hack this console here. And that opens this path right here. So we just need to go north here into this room, which should look familiar if you've done the infested salvage. What we need to do is get all three of the vaporizers full, and then hack the console in the middle. What I recommend is we spend about a minute killing a bunch of enemies and getting a bunch of charges on the ground. That way we'll have enough charges to fill all the dates. Because we'll need a total of 9 charges because there's 3 dates. So if you have a anti-serum injector, just make sure you get 2 charges before starting to fill them. Alright, let's see, I think all of them are filled. So the way we start this process is hacking these consoles here. Alright, we should be able to hack it now. No, there we go. Okay, so this is just like the infested salvage if you've done that before. If you haven't, what we need to do is collect those charges and keep these vaporizers full. If you don't have a vaporizer, I highly recommend you stay within a bubble so that you don't lose your armor integrity. And if you don't have a vaporizer, there are these little green orbs on the floor. You can pick those up. Those are the anti-serum injector fragments. You can use those to either research if your clan doesn't have it, or to craft the anti-serum injector. Yeah, I'd recommend against using the Necrospore. I'm not sure if it makes less enemies spawn, but it just makes things a little more confusing. Because, you know, then I'm sitting there trying to shoot enemies that aren't enemies. Alright, so when Lowe's says there's a surge incoming, make sure you're inside a bubble. Because if you're outside, you will lose your armor integrity in all of 3 seconds. If you do have your anti-serum injector, then you can use a charge to restore your armor integrity. Just depending on... no, it's not already gone. And so what you have to do is get these... If you can see, I've marked one here. There's these charges on the ground. They look like little blue batteries. You get those and it'll show in the upper right corner how many you have. As long as you have one, you can use it from your gear wheel or your hotkey, and that will restore your armor integrity. Anyone who doesn't have an injector, unfortunately, you're just going to have to do your best to survive moving around these bubbles. Let's see, were you... I forgot what frame you were, QWERTY? I haven't really played Hero much, but yes, his 4 does give you invulnerability, so it's not bad. The whole headshots thing I'm not so sure about. Most of the infested don't really have heads. Getting energy back on kills, I guess, isn't bad. QW, okay. I think you were in one of my teaching lords, actually. Because your name looks familiar. So in this section, in case it wasn't clear, the low, medium, high performance just refers to how many of the vaporizers are full. You can see that when they're full, they cover a console. And yeah, make sure you are inside a bubble during that surge, because it will kill your armor integrity.
I found records showing that Jordas has been moving and suspecting ships for a long time.
This is the most tedious part of the raid, I guess. There's no real way to speed it up aside from just keeping it high performance. It just takes about 5 or 10 minutes.
Would you keep count if you were me?
How to restore armor.
Surge incoming. Watch out.
Yeah, I guess I should have mentioned, if you do have the injector, you have to equip it on your gear wheel. Ooh, did somebody find an Itan sculpture? Thanks for marking it for me. So that's another thing in raids, you'll find the rare containers, and more you'll find the Grenier ones with Destiny injectors, and JV you'll find the Corpus ones, because this is... it's an infested raid, but it's in a Corpus ship. How to get good RNG? If I knew that, I'd be rich, John.
Surge incoming. Watch out.
Alright, so we're just about done. We're at 93%. When we're completely done, we'll want to go up there. Alright, stalled. That's not a good sign. There we go. Alright, 97%. We can go ahead and come up here to start waypoint. This is where we'll extract. We are done with stage 1. Everybody just needs to walk up here.
This ship is by imploding its reactors. Go.
Alright, so I complete stage 1. There's 3 stages to the raid.
Target the central reactor. Go there now.
Alright, everybody slow down, so we need to open these buddy doors.
Every aspect of this
Alright, so what we have to do here is first get some enemies to spawn, and then we need to hack the left and then the right door, or the right and then the left, doesn't really matter. But if you have an injector, go ahead, kill enemies and get a couple of charges. So once we have a few people's charges, first thing we'll do is fill this left vaporizer over here, And then we can hack this console here. Well, we don't have to hack it actually. We can go into this room. And there's 2 override switches, so somebody else come in this room, you can see, you can get on that switch. Somebody else can go in there, and you can just hold tight there for now. I'm going to have, now what we need to do, so the next mechanic to learn here, they're called esophages, I can mark it here. What you do is either hit it or shoot it, and then interact with it, and it'll spit you out somewhere else in the ship.
Should I
Sometimes it's bugged. The person that's on the left, you should be able to hack that console now. I recommend you use a cipher because you'll only have a limited amount of time. If you're not able to go through an esophage, by the way, sometimes they bug and it'll spit you back out where you started. You can use your operator. Alright, did we get the left door hacked? Let's see here. Okay. You guys did great. I think. Did we get the right door as well? By the way, you can stand on pads with your operator. Oh, I guess we went ahead and got the right door. Okay, so everybody, go ahead. You can either take the esophage, or you can take this tunnel over here on the right side of the room. And yeah, the door is open. So first I want to make sure nobody gets left behind. Okay, good. Looks like everybody's here. Now, what we need to do is get this elevator to move. Where is it? Have we started it yet? Oh, no we haven't. Okay, so we have this elevator over here. You see there's 4 consoles surrounding the elevator. And as long as at least one of those consoles is exposed by a vaporizer, the elevator will go up. But as soon as none of them are, it will start to go back down. So we have to keep going up and looking for enemies to kill. To keep filling vaporizers to get the elevator to go up. Alright, so let's see where we are with the elevator, okay? It also helps if we just pick one side to fill up vaporizers on. That way we'll need less charges total. Having issues picking up Rest in Peace, do you have an anti-serum injector? Oops. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I should have mentioned you have to have it on your gear wheel, but that's okay. I think as long as we have 3 or 4 people, we can get through this. So let's see, where is the elevator? Oh, is it going back down? Okay, I'm having some weird bug. If you guys can see me, I'm like in the middle of the air. That's weird. Yeah, actually I can't move. So we're almost to the top. We'll probably need a couple more charges.
Multiple targets ahead.
Alright, we got a man down. Somebody's reviving him, okay. Alright, we should be good. Once the elevator gets to the top, we'll be done with this section. Lotus will tell us to extract. There's actually a trick. We can't extract. Alright, so this concludes stage 2. So, if you want, you can make a run for extraction, but you'll see there's a little trick. Carefully watch the timer.
Where are you going? No one leaves.
So it's rigged against you. You can't actually extract here, but that's fine. Once the elevator hits the top, you finish, and as you can see, we completed stage 2. Well, stage 3 is going to be a lot more complicated. I'm going to need everybody with injectors to come inside the golem with me. And Lotus is the biggest liar. And people that don't have injectors to stay outside. So we have another Arcwing section here. Alright, so we have the big bad guy, the J3 Jordas golem. If you did the Jordas Precept quest, which this raid is basically a continuation of, then it's very similar to that, except we can't damage it just yet. What we need to do first is knock infested spores into his head. In order to open his head, there's 2 buttons on either side. As long as those buttons are being shot, his head will be open. So do you guys see the buttons on the side of the golem's head? I need people on either side to be shooting those. So there's one right there. Well, I guess waypoints aren't very useful in Arcwing. But there's one on the left side of the head and one on the right. Alright, looks like it's opening up. Just keep shooting it. I'll knock the spore into the head. Watch what I'm doing because somebody else will need to take over this task. Alright, so Golem engine's at 0% charge. That means that we can enter now. The entrance is by the feet. Right here. If you have an injector, go inside with me. If you don't have an injector, stay outside and keep pushing spores into the head. Each spore will reduce the charge by about 40%, or about 30%. If it fills up to 100%, then everybody inside gets purged and dies. So it requires a little teamwork. For everybody in the tunnels, if you have a Mesha, make sure you use your 1st and 4th abilities. If you don't have a Mesha, try not to bump into anything, because if you run out of shields, then you'll be knocked out of the tunnel. And you'll know you're at the end of the tunnel because you will see a light at the end of the tunnel. It'll be blue. Alright, so it looks like a couple of you beat me in here. Alright, so drop a few pads for you guys. So we're on the first nerve right here. Guys outside, bear with me. I know you can't see what's going on, but just keep pushing. You don't have to shoot the pads on the side of the head. You just have to push the spores. The spores will be at the very edges of the arena, and trust me, they'll be there. Just use your melee weapon to knock it into his head. Okay, so what we need to do, you can see the first nerve right here. I waypointed it, but we have to take some detours to get to it. So the first thing we need to do is fill up a hidden vaporizer over to the right here. You'll follow me.
I never wanted this. I want to be somewhere else.
Taste
Someone else. I told you to leave.
Alright, so guys, follow me over here. You see the star waypoint? I need somebody with a couple of charges to go down there. You'll find a vaporizer under that tunnel. You can remember that landmark because it's got that, like those symbols over it. And then there's another tunnel over here that I've waypointed. I'll go through that tunnel. And there's a door there. So once you fill that vaporizer, that allows me to go through here and hack a couple consoles. Now that I've hacked those consoles, looks like you guys found this door. Alright, there's an esophagus right here that we need to take, so we need to fill that bottom vaporizer again. Alright, the vaporizer is full, so we can take the esophagus. Oh. It's not cooperating with me. There we go. The esophagus are very buggy. It's kind of annoying. So that spat me out into a new room, and there's an explosive barrel here. I blow that up, and you guys can come in. This room here, I've marked it as star waypoint. So everybody come on up here if you can find the way. If not, I'll try to direct you. And guys outside, good job keeping the spores in.
Consume us, be reborn.
Alright, man down. Alright, so let's go back into that room, follow the star waypoint. Wait, we just opened the path into it. It's up this way, guys. Alright, everybody found their way into this room. So there's two consoles here. We need to hack those. So to get one of those, I need somebody to go find this hidden... There's a vaporizer hidden down this corridor here. So it looks like, yeah, Juan, you're headed towards it. So if you fill up that vaporizer there, then we'll be able to... You saw the vaporizer at the end of the tunnel, right? Okay, I hear you filling it. Now I'm able to hack that one. Alright, now I need somebody else. Okay, you see the door that opened? Good. I need somebody to just stand on that pad.
Somewhere else. Taste.
Now I'm going to take this esophagus. And that puts me into another room. I filled this vape. And now that there's another panel that needs to be hacked. It's right over here, the yellow one. Somebody needs to hurry and hack that before the vaporizer goes down. Did you manage to hack it? Alright, then you need to go into that room and stand on the override switch there. Alright, somebody's not on this... Yeah, I need somebody on this switch over here. In the left room. Once you guys stand on that switch, it opens the door in this room. And it allows me access to the nerve. So everybody can go back out to the entrance and fill up the vaporizer. I'm about to kill the nerve. It's exposed by a vape, but everybody needs to get out. You hear that line from Jordas. You're hurting him, stop. Now you see this purge. We need to get out. So you see the glowing portal go into the light. If you don't get out in time before the purge, then you die. Looks like we have one casualty, unfortunately. Alright, so now the golem is going to move. If you're a Mesha, you don't want to use your third ability right now because that can bug it. But now we need to... Alright, so you can see the health bar, the golem's vulnerable now. We just need to shoot its engines. We'll shoot it for 1/3 of its health.
Please do.
So this is where the corrosive projections come in handy, because normally this guy would have an incredible amount of armor. This isn't a ship, man. Look at him. He's an infested golem. Alright, so now the health bar has gone gray. We've done 1/3 of the damage. We need to wait for him to dock again. And once he docks again, we do the same process. Yeah. So we shoot the 2 buttons on the side and then knock a spore into the head. If anybody's using animation, you have your 3rd ability on, please turn it off, because that will make him just stay there. Alright, looks like he's moving. So he's docked here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the head. One reason I like using Fluctus is you can actually hit both buttons with the punch through. And just somebody else take a spore and dribble it inside his head. Alright, we have a man down. Alright, being revived. Alright, so we push the spore in, so again, enter through the feet down to our waypoint. This trench run is going to be a little more difficult. There will be things flying at you. So, again, if you're not a Mesha, you definitely want to use shield restores if your shield gets low. Alright, so we're on to the second nerve.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I forget exactly how many people were inside with me. I think 4, so we're all here, I think. Go ahead and get some charges, and then proceed to this challenge. It's going to be a lot more complicated than the first one. Alright, so first thing we have here is this orange box. I'll refer to it as the tram. It's very important. What we need to do first is fill this up.
I told you to leave.
And now there's a console next to it. I'm going to hack that. There's an override switch right there that I've marked. Somebody needs to stand on that. Meanwhile, there's an esophagus right here, which I will take. And there's another switch over here somebody needs to stand on. Alright, I think, yeah. So we need to go fill that vape again, I think. Here, I'll hack it. And what that does is open a hatch.
It wants you to die. I never wanted this.
Let's see, yeah, stay on the override switch. Yeah, so it opens a hatch right here, but it looks like we need to fill this vape again. The vape has to be filled. And then that console hacked. Alright, so good. The hatch is open. I'm jumping up it. And then I will destroy another explosive barrel. So you guys can come up here now. I'd like everybody to come up in this room. If you go out to the front, okay, it looks like we've got one person in here. You can get off of the override pad now. Let's see, we still got one person. I can't see who it is that hasn't made it up here. Juan, okay, or Jagan. If you just jump up here, I'll show you this next part. Alright, we have a man down. Alright, so this is a slower pace than I normally go at, and this is for instructive purposes. So if everybody's in this room here now, you see there's a console. We hack this console. Oh wait, have to have at least one charge. Keep getting insta-killed. Yeah, that's... Wait, are you inside or outside? I think you're outside, right? Yeah, use your best defensive abilities you have, like health restore, shield restores. So inside, we see that this tram's moved up now.
Tenno, it senses you are of like flesh. It is confused. Why do you
So if we jump to the top, we can see... Good. So there's a console there we can hack. That brings us to the next room. So we have here, we put one charge in there. And then hack this console, and that's actually going to move the esophagus along... Sorry, the vaporizer along a new path. But one thing I want to show you before we go on, if you look at star waypoint over here, there is a one-click panel that allows enemies to come up. I've clicked that, so the enemies will come up here after us. So now we need to fill this vaporizer over here.
This appears to be a vital part of the
So I put one charge in it, it needs two more. And once that's full, I need somebody... There's two override switches in here. We need people standing on both. And once both people... So there's another pad right there. Somebody could stand on it. Alright, you see that lifted up. Whoops, I got down. So once people are standing on both pads, let's see. Yeah, I guess you didn't see it, but it lifted up a vaporizer, and that was sucked up by the esophagus there. Now we need to go through that esophagus, but to do that we have to fill up the vape again. So somebody could put one more charge in this vape. Now we have to shoot at this esophagus.
useless hollow shells?
Alright, I went through the esophagus. That brings me to another room. And I've opened this door to let you guys through over here. Now what we need to do in this room is... Wait, did the... I don't think the... There's supposed to be a vaporizer in here. I don't think it got transported correctly. So let's go back. Fill up this vaporizer again. Alright, vaporizer's full. Now we need to stand on those two override pads again. Alright, yes. So, I keep being knocked off the pad. Alright, so that lifts up a... Oh, unfortunately we have to go fill the vape again. Alright, so... I think it needs one more charge. There, so now if we're standing on the pads, and we shoot the esophagus, you'll see it should... Yeah, it sucks up the vaporizer now. So we can go back through that door Where was it? Yeah, we can go back through this door, and now there's a vaporizer in this room, and we can kill this nerve. So once you hear that line, you're hurting and stop again. The nerve is dead, and you have to get out of here.
Useless hollow shells.
Again, it's over here, the little blue tunnel. Alright, so the second nerve is the most... looks like I died. Second nerve is the most difficult one. Good job for following me, everybody. Good job, everybody outside, keeping the spores in the golem. It's time to light up the golem again. Do another third of its damage. Alright, it's capped. We need to wait for him to dock again. Okay, so I've got the spore ready. You guys could just shoot the buttons on the side of the head to open them up. Alright, spore's in, we can go inside. Again, it's down by his feet.
Your armor will stall and you will be ejected from this tunnel. Your shields are depleted. Keep moving.
Consume us. You're not supposed to be in here.
Alright, is everybody inside? I'm counting. Okay, fourth person just came inside. Alright, so for the third nerve, first thing we need to do... Alright, somebody's down. That's unfortunate. It won't let me revive you where you are. To get out of, like, that place where you first enter, you just kind of have to slide or bullet jump.
Tenno,
There you go.
senses you are of like flesh. It is confused. Why do you defile us?
Alright, so first thing we need to do here is... so this tram we moved up, and the second nerve, we need to fill that up again. Yeah, I don't know where exactly the rares are, but probably my main will end up blowing them up.
To leave.
Alright, so this tram, I filled the tram. Now there is an esophagus right there. You have to shoot it from the other end. So I need somebody to stand on top where I am and shoot down where I have... There's an esophagus on the other end there. Yeah, if you can shoot at that esophagus, I'll take it. But unfortunately, the tram needs to be filled again. So that's most of the challenge in this raid, is getting things done fast enough, because the vaporizer has to be full in order to expose an esophagus, etc.
It wants you to die.
Bear with me, I keep getting knocked down. Alright, okay, can you shoot at the Esophague again? Should be opening up now, there we go. Alright, I got through it. Sometimes it can be a little buggy, so now I can clear this debris here. You guys can come through, we're going to need a few charges.
Succumb to
So we go down the rabbit hole, as I like to call it. There is a vaporizer all the way down there. If you can put a couple charges in it, someone. There's a console here then that I'll be able to hack. And following this tunnel through, there is a little opening right here. If you look through it, you can actually see an explosive barrel. Alright, I blew it up. Somebody needs to come to the other side of the star waypoint and open the door. You just have to run around. It's not too hard to find. There's just a little panel that will open the door. Alright, so you see there's a new path there. Yeah, there's a little panel to this. Thanks for opening it. Alright, so what we need to do now is I need 2 people standing on these override switches here. Or it can be just one person who's your operator. And there is, that opens the door. There's an esophague there. You just need to keep shooting at that. Meanwhile, I'm going to go back down into the tunnel, fill that vape again. And then there's the other end of the esophague. So I'll take the other end of that esophague, but you guys have to be shooting. So go ahead and shoot the esophague now. And that will let me take this one. Are you shooting at it? There we go. Unfortunately, I need another charge. Jagan, if you have any charges, can you charge this esophague down there? If not, we can go up and get some more. Alright, I am dead, unfortunately. At least there's plenty of charges. Alright, I'll go back through the tunnel, back to the esophague. Alright, so those two of you guys are still on the pads, right? You just have to shoot at the esophague there. Shoot at through the green laser door, and that will let me go through this end. Alright, it's extended. Alright, great. I got through it. Now there's another explosive barrel here that will let you guys up into this room. And what we need to do now is actually move the tram back down. So if you remember from Nerf 2, let's get some more charges first. Alright, so we have to go back up in what I'd like to call the tram control room. I put in one charge, and then hack the console to move the tram back down. Alright, now we need to fill the tram up again. Good. So then back in that glass room, let's see, where was it? The room that had the two override switches. Thanks for pointing it out to me. I usually go there through the escapage, so I don't remember where it is. So once we fill up this tram, if somebody's in that room, you should see a console you're able to hack now. Alright, once you hack that console, a new vaporizer should come out. And you fill up that vaporizer and you should be able to kill the nerve now. Alright, great job guys. We have killed the third nerve. We've done the most difficult mission in Warframe. All that remains is to kill the golem. Thanks to everybody that stayed outside for doing such a great job at pushing the spore zone, and thanks everybody inside for doing such a great job in solving these MC Escher-esque puzzles, as I like to call it. And once we kill this golem, we'll be done. So thanks everybody for joining. Hopefully you learned about half of what you need to know. I certainly did not learn the first time somebody taught me. If we get an Energize, that would be amazing. I've done JV 30 times, I've never gotten Energize. Thanks, Jagam. And we are done.
Good night, Jordas.
You've done it. The system is a safer place thanks to your efforts here today.
Yeah, if you haven't done raids before, you get a lot of credits and you also get a random arcane enhancement. Let's see what we get. Oh, you got an arcane precision. Oh well. We still got, I think we had the credit booster, 600,000 credits. Thanks for joining everybody. Alright, thanks for joining everybody that may have been watching the stream. Ending the stream now, it's time for me to eat.
Operator, messages have arrived in your
And thanks again for joining me for that raid. Stopping the stream now.